You mentioned Jin a couple of times. She was a little bit of a game changer. Can you tell us how she came along, what bit she played in this process to free you up?
So Jin, when we hired Jin, I had a virtual assistant in the States named Kristen who was working through Zirtual, and she was doing basically all of my process writing. And she was awesome. I mean, that was a complete game changer. And then she was in a different time zone, and I just knew that I wanted to have someone in the office with me. My business partner's in Sydney, but I wanted someone in the office with me working at least a couple of days a week to speed up the whole business. So Jin emailed me out of the blue, just happened to be moving back to Melbourne with her family, and said, "Oh, I don't suppose you need an assistant?" And I said, "Actually, your timing's perfect. Yes, I do. Come on in." So she came on in, and my business partner, God love him, even without me knowing, he developed this process for onboarding a new staff member. So we had this, I didn't even know about it at the time. He just said, like the day before Jin came in, he said, "Oh, you should sit down with Jin and go through this with her in Asana." And I said, "Oh yeah, another bloody system that Brian's designed." I went and had a look through it, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is really good." So I walked Jin through it, and it basically explained our whole business to her and all the processes that we use to drive the business. And she very quickly understood that part of her role was going to be to shadow me initially for probably 2 weeks, and then take whatever she could see that was the low-hanging fruit off my desk, start doing it, and start improving the documentation so that she could then get Michelle in the Philippines to do it. So that transition has been, I've let go of so much stuff to Jin, and Jin is now systematically delegating that to Michelle in the Philippines. And Jin's job and Michelle's job is to improve those processes when they break. And they do break. Processes break all the time. Then I don't think they're ever perfect because things change. Manufacturing processes are optimized all the time. And I think that's the business that we're in. I mean, I know that most of us are service, but anyone here actually manufacture goods? Okay, so most of us are in the service-based industry, but we manufacture value. That's what service-based industries do. So we still are in the manufacturing game, and manufacturing processes continue to be improved. They have to be. That's how you compete.